man, this is your boy. Oh my God. Woo, you know what it is. Today we got my boy coming back this month to tell us what's hot on the box. You know what box it is? That is Redbox. Oh, yes, indeed. Let me introduce the king of the streets, giving us that free content, baby. The one, the only Mr. Chris Woozy, baby. What's poppin', homie? How you doing?
What is going on? It is good to be back.
Thanks for coming through, man. Let me tell you that last month, people loved this particular segment.
That's what you said. Redbox free streaming. It actually does really well every month. So that's good to hear that your people are responding as well.
Yeah, they love it on the stream. I think, again, the availability of not just being an internet platform, but also a physical platform. People would go and even pick up a DVD. Yes, they still make DVDs and Blu-rays, folks. And you could pick one up, you know, in the middle of the country with bad internet and still be entertained by the amazing people with the Chicken Soup for Soul family with this amazing platform that is Redbox. Now, with that, baby, we're going to start digging in. We got to start digging in because Woozy is the businessman in show business. Let me tell you, bro. Y'all people don't even know. And now let's get into it. What is this Olympia? I love her hair.
Isn't she adorable? I love that. Mackenzie Chin. So this is kind of just one of the many titles that we have this month to celebrate Black History Month. We want to spotlight artists of color. And this is a very sweet movie, Olympia. She's a struggling Chicago artist that just kind of finds herself kind of stuck in a rut. And she needs to shake things up a little bit in order to, grow and move on in her life. And so she decides to completely change up everything the way that she is sort of living her life. But it's really sweet. If you're looking for something that might tick boxes for African-American History Month or Black History Month and also Valentine's, this is a pretty good title.
Oh, there you go, Olympia. I think I just watched it just to look at Shorty. Hell yeah, she cute. Urban Hymn. Well, we got some music here, baby. What's going on?
Yes. So I think we've talked about this before that I'm generally not a gigantic fan of musicals, but what I do love are movies with music in them where the music is organically introduced as part of the story. And that's what we've got with this. It's actually it's a true story based on the writer-director's own life. And it's about a young girl named Jamie who she's got a lot of challenges in life because of the environment that she's living in. And she discovers that she has some natural gifting as a singer-songwriter and starts kind of performing in the area. And she runs into a social worker who recognizes this girl's talent and kind of brings her under her wing and helps encourage and foster this gift that she has. It's really good.
Excellent. I know what you mean. I'm not a fan of musicals, but give me something with naturally introduced music. Now we're talking something different.
Absolutely. Yep, for sure.
Life's Journey, and not spelled like life. So what's going on here?
Yes. So this is another title that is spotlighting Black artists. And this is just a really good story of forgiveness. So he's a family man, makes a really poor decision, as I think all of us who are honest enough, even those of us who love our families, occasionally we do make bad decisions. But the kind of the theme of the movie is that the bad decisions in our life don't have to define us. And it's a story about faith and redemption and forgiveness. It's really beautiful. And all of those things, I think, are subjects that we need to meditate a little more on. So I really like this one.
Yeah, I'm with you 100. Then it happened one Valentine.
We're in the month of romance right now, and this one's really cute. It's a kind of a kooky rom-com about a tabloid reporter named Allie who is really dying for a big story. She's her career's kind of in jeopardy. She's got to come up with a big story and decides to invent one about her childhood bestie who has now grown up to be a big rock star or musician. And so she creates this whole romantic storyline and starts writing articles about it where there really is no story to be had, and kind of comedy and romance and kookiness ensues. But James Maslow, who you might remember from Big Time Rush back about a decade ago, and Haley Webb from Final Destination, really great cast. It's super sweet. Curl up on the couch with your significant other and a glass of wine, and you'll love it.
Dope. There we go. Then we have The Wedding Arrangement, which happens to be an original. Hey.
Yes. So this is we've talked about this before. We have Chicken Soup for the Soul originals that you can only originally watch on Chicken Soup for the Soul, and they have been good enough to lend this title to Redbox free streaming as well. But every month on Chicken Soup for the Soul, we have new original rom-coms, and this is one of them. Super fun. I think we might have a trailer.
Do we? Let me check. Hey, check. Guess what, folks? Yes, we do. Check this short trailer out real quick before we continue.
Maybe you can find a handsome hunk. You're not Norman.
Norman's grandson, Jack.
He is a no airbag, no filter kind of thing. That sounds dreamy.
Hey, that was short and sweet. Well, that's how the movie is supposed to be. So that's
right to the point. But you know, it's got weddings, it's got romance, it's beautifully shot. We've got some fun. Christina Cole Geddes from Billions, which is a great series, and Cody Griffiths from Good Girls. Really good cast. If you're looking for something to round out your Valentine's holiday, you cannot do better than The Wedding Arrangement.
I appreciate you helping me trying to score at least for Valentine's with these picks. I appreciate it.
You betcha.
Accidentally Engaged. Not an accident that I will be making, hopefully, but what's going on here?
So this is another great, super fun rom-com. Yeah, it's Brant Doherty from Pretty Little Liars, and Lexi Giovannioli from A Snapshot of Love. It's super sweet. So she makes up this story that she's dating this big celebrity. So imagine a girl who's made up a story to her friends that she's dating Chris Pine, and then comes back to Los Angeles and meets this actor. And for a variety of reasons, he actually wants to keep up the story about them dating. Okay. And so she's at first she's very shocked and embarrassed because there's this guy she's been making up the story about. And then he's like, no, let's roll with this. And it's super cute. And again, if you're looking for some rom-coms during Valentine's, it's a fun one.
She looks very much like a more fully faced Anna Kendrick.
A little bit. I'll give you that.
Okay. Song one, what is this music? What's going on here?
So this is another great example of a movie where the music is actually organic to the story, which is another reason why I picked it, because it wouldn't have annoyed me. And I gotta say, I was pleasantly surprised how much I enjoyed this film, mostly because it stars Anne Hathaway, who I think is one of the most beautiful actresses working today, but she's also incredibly talented at the same time. So this is a very sweet story about Anne Hathaway's character has a brother who is in the ICU fighting for his life. And she believes that if she can get her brother's favorite singer-songwriter to come to the hospital and sing a song to her brother while he's kind of in this coma, that maybe that will be the magic that will snap him out of it. But while she's working to talk him into this, she discovers that maybe this guy's got something to snap her out of the challenges that she's dealing with in her own life as well. So,
Wepa. Yeah, I got some hope for herself. There we go. The Year of Spectacular Men. Yeah, I know it's our year. Apparently.
I was gonna say, are we in this movie, Al? I think we might be.
What's this about?
So yeah, it's about young women dating, getting into the serious dating world after they graduate from college. And just sort of, it's kind of similar to that other one that we were talking about, where it's kind of the frustrations of dating young men. And it's kind of a coming of age movie about these girls discovering what real dating looks like, and then like the challenges that come along with that, both for good and for bad. But the cast is spectacular. Madeline Deutsch from Outcast and Jesse Bradford from Bring It On. Yeah, it's super sweet, super cute, and I think it's very honestly written. It's pretty good.
And then Hackers. Is this the OG Hackers?
It is the OG Hackers.
Oh my God.
Isn't this a great movie? That was the exact reaction I had when I saw it on the list. I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a fun movie.
Oh, it is.
Starring,
you weren't a computer nerd then.
What's that?
If you weren't a computer nerd then, this kind of made it look really cool.
Well, I mean, I was like, hey, if I'm going to meet Angelina Jolie because I'm a computer programmer, you better know I'm signing up for that class.
Yeah, man, Chris was passing that class with all A's and hopes.
Yep. But yeah, it's starring Angelina Jolie. This was one of her first films. Wow. And then Johnny Lee Miller, who's big stuff on The Crown right now, award-winning series. And yeah, it's great. It's a great like early 90s throwback.
Exciting to see this on this list.
Check it out.
Guys, you gotta check this out. For real. And what is this? Cardinal Matter.
So this is kind of a dramatic thriller about a migrant worker who finds himself part of a corporate cover-up in a small town in Wyoming. Great cast. Zach Titus, who's on the HBO series For All Mankind, which I'm a big fan of, and Kelsey Crane from The Good Doctor, Matthew Stana from FBI Most Wanted. It's one of those where you get pulled in like immediately, and you sit on the edge of your seat the entire film. If you like movies like The Insider or Dark Water or any of those kind of like corporate intrigues, I highly recommend Cardinal Matter.
All right. See, folks, this is why I love Chris coming on. You know what I mean? Last time he was here, he was putting on us on to crack with some dope stuff. Now he's here once again. I haven't seen this. Now I'm excited. And then also to catch up on the old flicks. Damn. Chris!
Oh,
I'm never gonna go outside because of you. Hearts War. Hey, oh man, yo, and I hope he's doing well, Mr. Bruce Willis, yo.
Man, I mean, I think I'm not alone, and I'm sure you're right there with me. How my heart just goes out to Bruce Willis and his family, and how once you learn that one of your absolute favorite performers is possibly not going to be making movies anymore, you start scrambling around to try to see, is there anything else that they did that I haven't seen yet? And I'll bet there's a lot of people out there that missed Hearts War. It didn't get a big theatrical release when it first came out, but it's really good. Also starring Colin Farrell, who is fantastic. I was not a gigantic fan of his when he first came out. I thought he was just sort of a pretty boy.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, I now, especially after Banshees of Inisherin, I have a pretty gigantic appreciation for Colin Farrell. I think he's a fantastic actor, and he's great in this. It's a period piece. He is a law student that's in a World War II POW camp, and he has to defend a black soldier who is up on murder charges. And really great. I love World War II films. I love period pieces. Ticks a lot of boxes for me. And of course, it has our good buddy Bruce Willis in there.
I definitely gotta dig this. Yeah, Colin Farrell, great actor for sure. And have you seen him? How he's looking in the Penguin? Holy shit! Don't even look like him.
Yep.
And then we got this. I didn't Scaling.
Yeah. Yep. Kind of another taut, kind of skirts thriller drama, but it's there's a crime that takes place, and you're watching that crime from 3 different points of view and trying to figure out what actually went on and who's telling the truth and who might be fabricating the story. It's very interesting. It was definitely an indie that I think a ton of people missed the first time around. But yeah, check it out.
All right, that oh my alley. I like that, and look right there. We're done there, folks. But it's not just this. This is Redbox. Whole bunch of awesome goodness. I'm showing that link right there. I've been showing that off. Redbox.com. You show you visit the site, and guess what? It's also an app, not just on your phone, but on the TV. Make it happen. And guess what? Even maybe if you visit your favorite pharmacy, you might see a Redbox outside. That's right. It's literally a red box. Movie goodness. So make it happen, folks. Spend that money, make it happen. Stay entertained, stay in your homes, and stay out of trouble, because that's what we got to do. Thank goodness for things like Redbox and the whole Chicken Soup for the Soul family. Keep us entertained and safe at home while watching our favorite stuff. And in throwbacks, again, you got me excited. After our stuff, I'm watching Hackers tonight.
That's it. It's a classic. Hacking classic.
Absolutely. So thanks again, Chris. You know what it is. And mi gente. You know what it is, but if you want to follow not just Redbox, but our man Chris, just like the last time, I always lose these links because I have so many, because I have amazing people that show up, and there we go, right there, Mr. Chris. I dig, hey, Zeus, baby. I'm going to put it at the bottom now for next time. But there we go, folks, all right? Followed by big homie, the king of the streams himself. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. You know what it is. Hasta la próxima, mi gente. Hueva!